Mark Golding and the rest of them asked me to show them the certificate for the bus, the inspection for the bus. About 5 certificates them wants. The only certificate that Jamaica want between now and election is to show me if Jamaican birth certificate.
You know, I just wanted to just make it absolutely clear that I am indeed born here as a Jamaican. Here is my birth certificate.
It is not your birth that makes you Jamaican. Liar! I don't know if I need me like this, man. I'm better running now. Better you run away.
Greetings. This is a public statement by the ambassador of the state of Akongpong in the spirit of truth and in defense of our ancestors, our heritage, and our living sovereignty. The government, and this is a rebuttal to the government of Jamaica's attempt to annex the cockpit country. Brothers, sisters, citizens of Jamaica, and to the international community, I stand before you today of Jamaica under the leadership of Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Minister Olivia Grange has secretly submitted to UNESCO a claim that the cockpit country be designated a World Heritage Site under the jurisdiction of the state of Jamaica. This submission was done without the free, prior, and informed consent of the Akongpong Maroons or the wider Maroon communities, who are the treaty holders.
Hey, I say I feel nice. I represent for Trillionaire Entertainment TV, one of the baddest in the vlogging. You see it? We get gal easy, we know how to tell lie. Or some boy said them a gal so them a try touch them gal in the late in the hours of the night.
Then me couldn't take up myself, my good self, so me go vote for Bumbuckler Labour right. Half me an idiot. Me a fucking idiot. You fool me once, you can't fool me twice. Pussy one and fool me already. I'm running go vote for Labour right, to friend of Labour right, and feel like sitting, you go suck on the mama to in a Labour right. I'm telling that we're the fish PM Bumbuckler Prime Minister. Eh? Batty up the country and get too much million US to promote batty man and promote same-sex marriage now in the country. And the whole of them run up and down in a green shirt about our Labour right. You know, a batty man. Eh? How no want a batty man Prime Minister lead, you know. Look more years, look how you grew up and I tell us you want chance. You want to turn in a blood clot, oh man. Look how you grow up and tell us you want fuck. You want man fuck him. And then sitting that man a perched upon the youth and upon the generation. And the same blood clot fit them look like a two big, batty, nasty boy. Suck on the woman and go in a fish PM, you know. No, a fish PM, you know. Batty boy, you fuck, you feel like you know win again. Because me, I use my money and buy out some people where they ID will say I sell them vote on my side. I buy out them Bumbuckler and carry them go vote for PNP. I tell you that. I'm looking for them where they say that even 10 grand then we take them and vote. So. Me I pay them go blood clot vote too. And we have vote out. Let's make the change. Time come. Much fuckery. Too much grown and rob the poorer class of people. Too much grown and take set on the poorer class of Bumbuckler people them. Usain Bolt, all look poor man get rich and rob up in money. Why has a draw for your money? Fish PM. Why has a draw your money? Fish PM. The man money get fucked. As a draw for you. Bolt money get fucked. You feel you know how I go and fish PM? Fucking fish. I never see you so desperate yet. But me see if people them a blood clot idiot and now go up and make the change. Now go down, pussy hole. Me see a give man when he even look like a Jamaican Minister of Security boy, shiny looking blood clot man. You ever hear Chinese people like Jamaican? Or like black people? Eh? You wicked pussy hole, you know, kill off much 18 or 20 at, you know, kill off all 20 at people over children hospital, kill off little pity them. You know, wicked pussy hole. You know, I build dead house, you know, I build gas station. And if you poorer class put up no business and say, you know, kill them with one bag of papers, one bag of tax. So them have to give up so you can take over it. A suck with the woman.
You know, there is a song which says, when the rum tells you you're a big dancer. I don't know what the leader of the opposition was drinking.
Andrew, what they know about you is that you have 28 bank accounts
that you received several $1 million in cash deposits from anonymous donors in your bank account, that your companies had transactions of over $400 million, several thousand transactions between.
Peter Bunting depended on divine intervention without work. In fact, he is on record, I believe, as the only Minister of National Security who was unable to secure himself.
The Minister of Finance is saying her estimate is 25 to 30 billion. She's applying the same Pro Box maths. That she said you can use $2,000 a month for buy a Pro Box.
The leader of the opposition is a liar and cannot be trusted. I lost money in Cash Plus and Olent. However, the PNP accepted and received $1 million from Olent. He has no credibility to talk about Ponzi scheme.
And of course, you had money in SSL and you were able to withdraw your money before it collapsed. In fact, I would say the only person that Usain Bolt has not been able to catch up with is you.
Lies, lies, lies. It cannot be done without imposing new taxes on the backs of Jamaicans.
It is also this Prime Minister that has proven himself to be highly vindictive and have seen arrest of individuals who have criticized him in any way at any given time.
They are inconsistent, they are hypocritical, flip-floppers.
And, I just wanted to just make it absolutely clear that I am indeed born here as a Jamaican. Here is my birth certificate. And it shows I was born at the University Hospital.
Yeah, my people. I put my own 2 and 2 together, alright? I want to understand what I say. You see, from the other day, the biggest thing in the world is that the big corporations, they take over the land. They buy up the land, not for the land, but for the water under the land. Alright? So the next big thing for we are going to be water, Water crisis, water shortage when them take over and privatize water like how them do it now, cut off people, river where you come and buckle water and sell to you. No, them not go for rivers alone, them go for the underground waters as well. See me? When them own the water under your land now, coming like them own all your land, cause them own water rights exclusive, So anyway, the water there, all under your land too, it will become a problem down the line. See me? It's a cockpit country. At Jamaica, like aquifer or like, I don't know, but right, there's a most of the good pristine alkaline water in a them cisterns or whatever the name is. I don't know the pretty terms, but it under the land good water in a cockpit country in a Jamaica, and that's one of part of the reasons why they need to take over that area as well. And government can have it under them jurisdiction because time to come when them cut down water and certain things what God do we as well rights and them start make it as a privilege and start charge you for pay fee or start cut it off until we start do what them want to do. We have some big problems. So if we not stand up now and different cockpit country and make it stay how it always stay for the hundreds of thousands of years with the Maroon them and well preserved and well Jamaican people can access it and use it, utilize it properly and now forgot to corporate world. Isn't it? Defend that thing there. Defend Jamaica people. Defend cockpit country. Defend the Maroon them. Don't make them telling about a sellout and a foolishness. And Maroon a defend what rights them. No, what not even a see. Believe me, no man.
We celebrate 282 years of recognition of the Maroons as a sovereign community. In my first 2 visits to Akampong, I spoke about the human desire that is universal to live in freedom and the importance of honoring peace agreements. This is as true today as it was at the time of Captain Kojo.
We have this treaty, this international agreement to which Jamaica is obligated to honor.
What does sovereignty mean to you?
Sovereignty means, first, it's the freedom of the soil, right? Because that's where your sovereignty is derived from. We've always inhabited and protected these lands. We live off these lands. Our medicine comes from these lands. The herbs, the food, our sustenance, We know these lands to always be our lands.
Narendra says it has no plans to mine in Maroon communities, and the government responded directly to Chief Curry's concerns.
There is no other sovereign authority in Jamaica other than the government of Jamaica. Not 1 inch of Jamaica will come under any other sovereign authority. Are you crazy? This is the stuff of how guerrilla wars come. Thank you.
When Prime Minister Holness lost his cool, pressure mounted for him to...
The cockpit country was where the Maroons live. And it is where the British could not go. It is where the British were defeated in battle. So the sensitivities around the cockpit country are not just environmental. They are also historical and cultural. We hear the cries of the people about the preservation of those areas. And that is why we have said that before there can be any contemplation of anything such as mining or any environmentally damaging practices, those things must be thoroughly studied. And there is now a process which I gather has now been completed of the conduct of an environmental impact assessment.
But despite this, the government gave the green light for mining in November 2020.
So know who no be and understand the privilege. Now what needs to happen is a memorandum of understanding between us and our neighbors, because we're not a threat to them. All we want is our full entitlement and our rights. That is it. We know what we need to do, but we're in a landlocked situation because we do what we want in our land. But from your step cross, you have problems. So then how would we work together then? It means so we have to come to the table again. But this time we come the right way.
Comrades, the Prime Minister has been going around making some false comments about how the Jamaica Labour Party rescued the economy. We have to mash down that lie. It was a People's National Party that came to government in 2012, inheriting a debt to GDP ratio of 147%, where the country had gone off the rails. We were not in any program with the IMF because they had failed every test and hadn't even taken the test. And the international financial community had Jamaica as a basket case, a failed state financially. And it was under Portia Simpson Miller and Dr. Peter Phillips with Markie G in charge of the legislation at the time that turned that completely around and built the current fiscal rules into the fiscal responsibility framework of the country so that the debt of the country could be brought under control. And when we left office in 2016, from 147%, it had come down to 115%, including not just rigorous economic management and running high surpluses to pay that debt down, but also entering into a historic debt swap with the government of Venezuela, where they released $2+ billion of debt back to Jamaica at less than 50 cents in the dollar. And that was a masterpiece of a transaction that took the debt to GDP ratio in one move, a further 9% down to get it to 115%.
Rosalie, if you suck off actively, we give $100,000. Rosalie, if you suck off actively right now, we give $100,000. No. Rosalie. Hold. When you say I'm never see it, you see it? You don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see it. If you don't have to do it again, say do it again. Say do it again. Hold on,